Good morning. You've often heard it said that 90% is mental or 80% is mental. And some people say, hey, 99% is mental. That's because so much of our success in life comes back to how we're thinking about things. I want to introduce an idea that you've probably heard about before, and that's the 80-20 rule or the Pareto principle. So this is originally an economic concept in the Mediterranean where this economist said, hey, listen, about 20% of the people hold about 80% of the money. And again, this kind of 4-to-1 ratio works in a lot of different situations. The way it works in business, and you can think about this, 20% of our customers or clients typically give us about 80% of our income. 20% of our clients, usually a different 20%, also give us 80% of our headaches in business. They complain the most. And it's amazing that when we focus on the 20% versus the 80%, if we focus on the 20% that's giving us a lot, 20% of the things you do in your work give you about 80% of your results. The other 80% is kind of time wasted. I'll give you an example. Emailing. Emailing should not take a long time. If you are taking a long time with emailing every day, you are wasting the majority of your day. Period. I don't care what job you've got. I've had this conversation with lots and lots of entrepreneurs, and they're like, no, Mark, it's so important. And I go, try these things. They try them and they work, and they go, oh, I realize that I can get far more done, okay? Facebook, research on YouTube, whatever it is. When we spend time like that, it is mostly wasted time. It is low efficient time. It's time that doesn't give us very much money. We need to focus on the 20%. We need to focus on the small group of things. It's not an exact rule, right? We need to focus on the small amount of things that we do that are the most important and give us the biggest bang for our buck. And I realized this when I was going to university. So if you know my story, I was called mentally retarded when I was in grade 2. I didn't do well in grade school. And I had this aversion to school in for the most part. And yet, throughout school, I learned a really important lesson. And this is not going to sound good. Don't teach this to your kids or anything, okay? This is not good advice or mentorship or anything like that. It's not a good role model. But I learned that if I spent just a tiny bit of time doing a tiny bit in school, in class, I never did any homework at home. If I spent a little bit of time in class, I could get passing grades. Now, again, I'm not proud of this, but I learned this really important school. So when I went to university, I actually was always on the dean's list. I was always doing really well in school now, but I realized that, hey, wait a second, to get the difference between like a B plus and an A plus is actually an extreme amount of energy and effort. But to get B pluses, it actually doesn't take as much time and effort. You can put in a very small amount of time, get a good grade, or you can spend an enormous amount of time and get a little bit of a better grade, okay? And so what I realized very soon was I don't care about the dean's list anymore. I simply want to learn a lot and grow and do all right. And so I was a B plus student forever after that, okay? I got good grades. They weren't fantastic. I was capable of getting the fantastic grades. I didn't want to. It was a waste of the 80% of my time to go that extra little mile to have something on a piece of paper that no one will ever read. Only I will know my grades. Well, now you know them, okay? If you want to look at them, feel free to look at them. Don't look at my grade school grades. They're all about 50-55%, okay? Other than phys ed. That was the only thing I was good at. My point is that if you focus on the small amount of things in business and life that give you the greatest bang for your buck, you will have far more time. I will have no hesitation to fire a client if they are somebody who's super... I've got to be careful with this, okay? Because I've got some clients that are fairly needy in the beginning, but they're working hard at things, and I can see that they're growing. So I'm willing to throw a lot of time and energy into them, okay? I've had only a few clients in my lifetime, and usually these were all at the beginning of my career with being an executive coach, where I had people that just complained about everything, texted me every 10 minutes, everything going on in their heads. And these were simple things. These are simple things that they could do on their own. Okay. They were asking me questions, some technology question about how to turn their computer on. Well, that's their job to figure out. That's not my job. It's not why I'm paid a high amount per hour or per contract to work with somebody. And so what I did was I helped those clients a little bit. If they didn't learn, I fired them. I fired these clients. I felt awful doing this. And they were angry with me. But you know what it's done for my coaching business? I've spent far more time now working with the people that are growing and are grateful for it and are excited about it. We've got a great working relationship. They grow far more. I do way better in business. Everyone wins in that situation. Today's task is practical again. What I want you to do is look at your day. Start marking out where do you spend your time? And how much money does it give you? The emails, I've got a secret for you. The emails, constant emails, the research on Facebook, it's not paying you very much. If anything, it's not paying you very much, okay? The stuff that is sales and marketing and thinking well about how to bring value to your customers and clients, that is what's going to grow your business. That's what's going to make you money. It's important. Sometimes it's not urgent. Email seems urgent. Texts seem urgent. What's important are Facebook messages. Stay away from Facebook. I think Facebook is evil, just so you know, okay? If you disagree, that's fine. But legitimately, stay away from those things and focus on the things that do provide you income. Those are the things that honestly typically provide the best value for other people too. The things that provide you income also provide typically the most value for other people. Enjoy your day. Practice this. Write down the things that you are doing every day. Grade which ones make you money and which ones don't. And if it's still important that some of these are done, pay somebody else to do them. You can pay somebody else 15, 20, 25 bucks and to do most of that stuff. And it's very, very, very simple now, okay? Remember, you've got this. I truly believe you've got this.